Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast. This is teamfortress.tv. I am your host, eXtine, and I am joined with Looster 200 on production and Ro on the mic. How you doing, Ro?
Feeling excellent. I had some crackers and cheese, man. I'm sitting here getting ready for this battle between the former team that we saw on this exact map almost a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It's Metalworks featuring Highfive Demoman versus the RGL, newcomers to at least my eyes for this season.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of RGL, and they're certainly a bundle of fun. You got Shamu and Kev holding it down on Scout, Alpha and Speedy on Soldier, Alex.exe, the Demoman, and May coming in on Medic. And well, Alex.exe brings a wealth of experience on Demoman. He's been playing forever, it feels like, and still fragging extremely hard. Sort of similarly, on the other side of the map is Highfive.
Yeah, Highfive Demoman, aka Highfive on Demoman, as well as the team name, gonna be locking it in here for this season, showing off that he's just as flexible on the sixes format, if you will, in every single respect. And he's stepping it up with his team. He's got Cookie as well as Laz on Scout, if I'm not mistaken, with Rakuso and Zilly playing those soldiers. Highfive, of course, on Demoman. And rounding it out is Skis on Medic. We're live.
Yeah, we got through both of the rosters. We are set. Metalworks getting underway here. This season 2 of RGL Invite with a LAN playoffs has been heating up rapidly. This is going to be a pretty important match between RGL and Highfive Demoman.
Yeah, and right away, Highfive Demoman taking the early sticky from Alex, who's taking a little bit of spam himself, going to have to rotate. Oh, so much damage! Very low, in fact. Now it's going to be an opening for initiation. Zilly, though, waiting very patiently inside that little choke point, and the rest of the Highfive Demoman make their way across. Zilly perfectly connects onto the Demoman with a high and mighty bomb from Rakuso that just obliterated the Valley, took down May in the process. It's one last-ditch effort from Alpha to try and scrap out a kill, but Skis is hot on his feet, manages to get away with it, and Shamu is the only one to live to tell the tale.
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty good mid-fight from him. Just a devastating combo bomb from Rakuso and Zilly. Zilly getting Alex.exe first. Now, Highfive Demoman, they have an Uber charge. They're ready to go. In position to maybe push Shutter. Looks like, though, actually, they're going to take it their left side. Maybe in the main. A Pyro is there. And a level 2 sentry gun by Shamu.
Yeah, this Pyro is going to be absolutely devastating to this Uber if they overcommit to it, and they are going right into it without even getting a little surveilling, trying to see what's up, and all this extra spam and the air blast. Kev isn't even remotely low, finally timing those grenades to kill the Pyro between the air blasts. A couple frags going here and there across the way. Kev and Alpha pretty much the only deaths on the defensive side. Not really a lot of pickups on their own. Rakuso tried to get in there during that Uber exchange, but didn't last very long. And so now we're seeing a significant Uber advantage for the defending team. Going to be lurking, maybe finding an opportunity to push out. But they got to be wary about these players kind of lingering around this lobby, trying to keep the pressure on. But we'll see what unfolds.
Yeah, they're actually going to pop the Uber charge just coming right out of the Shutter. They will be able to get Highfive himself. Skis back out at the backside of the lobby. Zilly will get caught out on Shutter side there. So capture going underway, but Skis does have the Uber charge, so they just might be able to hold down this lobby. See what Alex can get done here.
Oh, and Alex is so overcommitting. He doesn't even realize that the Ubers are just that close to popping off. Rakuso could have walked it in, potentially with a scout, and punished Alex, but thankfully he got out of the fray just in time, throwing some cheeky sticky traps up the Sidewinder here. So in case they decide to push Ali, he could get a frag here. We're seeing a force coming out from Alpha. He's going to go right for the medic, but decides to pull back at the last moment. Rakuso initiates, take a ton of damage, and Cookie dies to that sticky trap from earlier. It's all Highfive and what's his face? Laz, I assume. Backing out now, but the pressure is still on. The Ubers are even, and the numbers are heavily in favor of the RGL.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong retreat from Highfive, though. You know, that was just what the circumstances called for. Their players still aren't here yet, though, so Speedy and company are trying to put some pressure on. Speedy will take the pack up top, but his jump ends up going backwards, intentionally so, and I think we have a pause here.
Yeah, we got a high-flying scout named Laz. Got the rap assassin out, and he's giving those little wiggles, you know? Sorry, that's all I can think about. Oh, yeah, positioning, right? eXtine? Look at this medic with Uber underneath the drop down. We got Alex riding a bicycle, you know, all that good stuff.
And it was Highfive that had the good retreat, but now it's actually RGL with the great retreat. You know, they will be able to get out of this engagement with an Uber charge. And, you know, things pretty good. Things pretty good, I guess.
It's really, it's just strange. I'm looking at all the positioning. Literally everyone on red is like making a full retreat, not even holding their S keys. They are only holding W. And the only person who's kind of keeping eyes forward is Speedy, who, based on this positioning, he looks like he's standing perfectly still. But somehow he is airborne, so I assume he's halfway through a jump in some way or another, getting eyes on these scouts and soldiers that he sees across the valley. And that could prompt him to try to play a little bit defensively while Rakuso is on the hunt. He knows that May was retreating lower, and he's less than 1 or 2 rockets away from potentially catching up and putting a little bit of damage in, especially with all these players turning tail. So who knows?
Yeah.
And there we go.
Oh, we are live now.
Things have stabilized. We got the Rat Jail all the way back at their second. The rest of Highfive Demoman trying to peek their way across. They are going to be making known their presence. And maybe they're trying to get a commitment out of a bomber and maybe get a cheeky frag that way. But Alpha is waiting very patiently, trying to get some air shots onto Rakuso, who's the distraction for Zilly, who goes right into the face of Shamu, who's going to take him down with no effort required. And now 2 deaths on the side of Rat Jail with Highfive Demoman playing defensively here. Comes Alpha really fast across the way, getting a lot of room for the rest of his team, but they lost a player in the exchange. Shamu coming through, but Alex at least going to get some fragging potential there with the spam pipes coming across the way.
Yeah, Cookie and Skis are going to be charging through here. They do have an overcharge ready to go here. Although, there goes Cookie. Repush might come out here. But looks like no RGL, just going to play hesitant, wait for Alpha to get back towards him, and just hold second here.
Yeah, once again, some patient play coming out. Highfive getting very antsy right into the face of the soldier around the bend. Speedy also keeping up that pressure, trying to clear out these stickies. Ubers are ready. The pause has just unfolded, so now we're back to normal. And that being said, we're not quite normal. There's something a little out of place.
Zilly is going to just try to jump in right after that pause wrapped up, but he doesn't get anything. Alpha did get trapped out by a Highfive there.
Yeah, yes. Highfive turned around and saw a suspicious teammate running at him, and that prompted a response. Oh, nice rocket from Rakuso. Oh, the pressure! Oh my goodness, Laz honing into his roamer essence, his primal energy, knows how to follow up from a Rakuso bomb and just snipes it with a 50 damage shot to clean up that kill. May was so desperate to hold on to it, but it didn't work out, and now no contestation. Oh, but there it is! The counterplay from Shamu, doing a fine job wrapping around, finding the opening, and putting the hammer to the nail.
Yeah, nice response from Skis. He knew he was at risk if he held on to it. And that's the old saying, my friend, pop it, don't drop it. One of those medics did it, one of those medics didn't. Now charges have sort of balanced back out into an even situation, but Highfive are in firm control of the second point.
Yeah, not much to see here other than a little bit of a look at the defensive positioning here. Classic sentry spot, typically really good at denying bombers that try to come around the blind angle in case Speedy's not playing this position. It's really good against the offensive scouts on the left. They like to run it in, but the sentry will put a little bit of pressure. Now he's rotating it underneath, try and play a little bit more of a defensive positioning so that whenever players overcommit, they'll find themselves a little too deep, and the sentry gun acts as a knockback pushing them even further away from safety. So we'll see how many kills with that will pull.
You know, right now it's just definitely kind of a tense situation. Classic standoff, but Highfive, without any players respawning, they can't just go back and change classes.
This positioning
So,
from...
yeah, it's definitely kind of interesting. They're very far back.
Okay, so Zilly finally moved up,
yeah.
but everyone else was just hiding in the corner having a powwow. Just a quick little meeting. Hey, how's your day going, guys? Anyone have a good work day? You know, everyone just look at there, just having another conversation, just chilling, really thinking it through.
Yeah, that's a little bizarre. I mean, you know, you got to do something eventually here. Usually, again, the common theory is you just throw somebody in there just to get a respawner.
Yeah, so once again, creeping forward, but only going to be met with Kev the Pyro, who's definitely antsy, ready to get groovy.
I mean, almost should just sack bind at this point, you know, if you're gonna like not even really push in. Yeah, and even Alex saying let's pug a Z's.
They're checking for spies now. They're feeling like all this. They're trying to play the psych game. I think we are having issues, says Laz in capital letters.
So maybe there are some ping issues that are being sorted out. Hopefully, there's not any like serious familial arguments going on right now.
No, it looks like they're back to normal. They're starting to work their way forward, and Highfive clearing the way, making room for Zilly or Rakuso. Laz probably not far behind, and there's a lot of aggression coming out. May trying to hold tight to Speedy, got to get that easy kill onto Laz, who can't quite sneak his way through when he has no support from a bombing soldier.
So we'll see if we can get an off class here from Laz. The other option, of course, would be kind of just different weaponry. But somebody would have to go back, and Laz will be on scout and will run out. So there you have that. Rakuso thinking about coming in. There we go. Jump over the shed now. Completely destroyed. There goes Cookie as well. So this double sack should prompt some action here for Rattail.
Oh my god. Between the stickies, they're just walking casually next to it. He's trying so hard, but Shamu couldn't quite connect any of those scattergun shots on the stationary stickies, and then overcommits without getting a little bit of help from the heal beam. May opting not to push forward. It is not a favorable Uber if you're popping before you even see the enemy medic. And yeah, they're going to be backing off here. That's going to prompt a response from the rest of Highfive Demoman. They're making their way in through the red side. There's no soldiers to punish them, no way to stuff them, and they get the sentry gun in the process. Definitely a good exchange for an opening. Rakuso lands his shots, puts May under pressure, and Laz is the final one to get that force out overall, but now the pressure's on. They're pushing back in, and now the counter Uber has to come in. Highfive and Laz going to be leading this charge here. Sentry gun goes down. They're going to be trying to lock it out on the right side. It's Zilly trying to keep eyes on anything he can. Laz gets juggled in the air. It's Speedy playing defense, trying to get the heal beams. The arrow comes through but misses. It's just May alive. The respawn is up from Alex. Seasoned Demoman hits one pipe, hits two pipes, hits three pipes. Can he get the last sticky? It's all it takes. He's waiting for the arrow, and Laz gets chumped back up to full, but Alpha on the respawn trying to put a little pressure on it. Can't be enough because Rakuso was fully retreated, came back, healed up, did his thing.
Yeah, what a huge rocket there at the end there to seal that from Rakuso. Without that, that was still very much in question. Alpha, yeah, saying something about his mouse. I don't know who was the cause for that pause in the first place, but either way, 1-0 for Highfive Demoman right now. Alex.exe coming out of the bottom. Stickies spammed out towards Choke. And big bomb up from one of the soldiers. That is Alpha. There goes Highfive, but it is 3 down for Rat Jail in exchange for the Demoman. Although Alex.exe picks up 2. He goes down to Cookie though, so May will end up scooting it backwards with his scoot, but Highfive taking the mid-fight.
Yeah, definitely one of the more favorable exchanges is if you can get your medic out with a partner. No threat of being chased. Alex just doing a phenomenal job there with the point-and-click adventurer with a grenade launcher. Practically hit scan for this season, Demoman.
Zilly on the spy here. He's got a cute little penguin pyro strapped to his back. We'll have to see what he can do.
Yeah, he's going in deep. I don't know if he has the cloak and dagger.
Yep,
he does.
Yes. Everything else is stocked though. Take a quick peek.
And there goes Alex. Casually lands on it. He's so close. He's just.
Oh wow, Alpha.
Spam rocket.
The rando splash. Yeah, that was nice.
And that's why Cloak and Dagger can be kind of inopportune. Obviously, there's the trade-offs, but if you're a Cloak and Dagger, you're pretty much screwed the moment you get caught. You can't really finagle your way away.
Yeah, they had time to do that though, so it's not really too big of a deal. And RGL a little bit hesitant to try to punish just that one frag. Looks like this will be a slow pace for the Metalworks tonight.
Rakuso
spotted
really well
from May. He does go for Alex, and we'll get the kill there.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. May was a little bit far forward there, I would say, being a little bit away from the shutter and the safety of the shutter, especially because Alpha was on the respawn, Speedy wasn't really playing defensively, and Rakuso recognizing, even though it was a really easy, quote-unquote easy May bomb, he went for the Demoman, which is going to open this push, get Speedy really down low. Laz somehow snuck his way behind, just knows how to find every single outlet inwards, and there goes May, really low health, this time not going to pop it. Definitely holding on with balls of steel.
Yeah.
And the rest of Highfive Demoman are on the retreat now.
Yeah, great nerves from May there for sure. They're trying to push this in on value though. May is taking a bunch of spam. Will have to pop here. I'm trying to get right on top of skis. He hasn't used yet though. There it is finally. And this counter out Uber should be pretty productive. Yeah, there goes May's gone. Speedy as well, taken out by Highfive. Kev trying to fight though, he takes out Cookie. And doing a little bit of footsie with Highfive, but several players that are going to be able to rotate through lobby. Alpha does get splashed down by Zilly, so RGL maybe lost a little too many people there.
Yeah, they lost so many people that they just decided, you know what, we're going to pause it. I actually don't know if those are related, but we are entering another pause. The only thing of interest is a flying sticky, just right there in the middle of the lobby.
This has been a pretty interesting match so far. I mean, RGL hanging in there, but Highfive Demoman definitely kind of putting it together. I mean, they just have a lot of threats. You know, every single offensive player is somebody that you got to watch out for. Cookie, Laz, Rakuso, Zilly, Highfive, dangerous, and Skis is also a baller.
We're just gonna say these are all the heavy hitters. You said offensive classes. So
I mean,
you already filtered out Skis.
There was a reason I left him out. Yeah, but you know, I was gonna joke earlier that you know maybe there's people on the team that like, you know, Skis is the best example because he's the only other one that plays a solo class. Like, how come Skis is like, how come this team isn't Skis medics? You know, right?
Yeah, no, I would say, honestly, Skis is the best healer on the team. I mean, he really steps up to the role. I've never seen anyone else, not even Zilly, use a medic. Actually, that's what's funny about it is there are medics on this team.
Ooh, I wonder, you know, if you wanted to give like a bad manner award, you could call it like the Ringo Starr. You know that famous joke about Ringo Starr,
he's the worst drummer in the Beatles.
Yeah, exactly. He's the worst drummer in the Beatles. So like, what team is the medic actually like the worst medic on the team?
Well, actually, that's incorrect. The quote is he's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
That's true. That's true.
The interview question was, is Ringo Starr the best drummer in the world? And jokingly, John Lennon or someone said he's not even the best drummer in the Beatles. But we're back. We're no longer talking about European things. We're back in North America.
Yeah, the stars of this match are, well, so far it's been Kev and Laz. A lot of players involved, though. And this is still going to be a little bit of a standoff, at least for a second. Highfive, though, they have a fairly tight recharge advantage here. It seems like they know it, though, or at least want to get in with what they have right now.
Yeah, they're going to be going in right away. Definitely not waiting a single moment. Kev playing a much more passive position, but it is causing a lot of harm for the MA team. But this is how you punish this, is by trying to get in. The counter force comes out from May, though. Not quite enough to get the frag. They're going to be rushing in, trying to get some kind of ground here. Very low health on the side of Highfive Demoman's medic and Soldier Scout backing all the way up to second, and we're seeing if they can try and get a little more pressure in. But one Scout alone, I don't think it's going to be enough. Speedy has to initiate here from the sidelines, going to be putting a little bit of pressure on, but gets juggled out of position, sneaks his way back in, and now Kev and Shamu both share a rocket, and they're both going to fall. May so low on health, needs someone to play a little bit of protect the president, but instead they're just going to be backing up saying, oh, you shield us from the bullets. And there goes a complete wipe. What a crushing... I mean, that was just an avalanche, really.
Yeah, it certainly was. Highfive certainly finding their momentum. Just getting in there, tearing it up. It was really that double kill right at the start there that caused the most problems. And it looks like that's where the pause was as well. So hopefully teams were able to kind of reset what they needed to heading into this mid-fight here. And Alpha just controlling the blue containers. RGL, fairly far back on Valley. Highfive doing a similar rollout, although Zilly has gone in now. He has gone down. Rakuso trades with May, though. Just what you want to see. Alpha also going down. So while Skis was weak, getting over that truck, going to get the health pack. Speedy does pick up the kill on Laz. Alex on EXE trying to engage here still. Kev also trying to get some cap time on the point. Although that was a big shot on Speedy, shoving him away. Kev also trying to take some damage, while Alex not healthy either.
Yeah, they were doing a really funny dance where they were delaying without overcommitting. Highfive just didn't really have any openings. Cookie was playing very passively, worried about a bomber. And so RGL managed to do a lot of work there just by having a tiny bit of presence. It's not going to stop the super from coming in, but it might be enough to pull something together. Definitely amass a 6-man advantage to have all of their players on second. And we'll see how they can play this defensively. It looks like Skis, though. Skis, hello?
Yeah, right? I mean... Okay, yeah, now he's moving. So, there's been some problems today, but I don't think... Thankfully, I don't think it's been anything too cataclysmic.
Yeah, when you're up 2-0 and your medic's 3s and you're doing this. They say Rakuso's lagging out, but Skis is really the one that I'm looking at.
Yeah, pings seem to be fairly fine. Skis was up there for a second.
Yeah, getting up to the 100.
Yeah. Rakuso's on spy now, so maybe they're trolling with the Rakuso message. It was really Skis.
Cloak goes down. He's starting to make his way through. He's got the revolver out, which has me excited for this next play. And I don't think he's on Cloak and Dagger, because he's decloaking right away. Making his way all the way around. I wonder how he's going to pull off a positioning. Because one little shutter raise is going to raise the alarm, so to speak.
Yeah. May's been kind of opening it up himself. Oh, then he's going to bump it. Oh, no. Kev spots it.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling it. He turned around. Yeah. Lagging the spy, I see. Shamu called it.
The bluff got bluffed. That's pretty funny. And unfortunately, though, they're not going to push in off that advantage. So, still
not that they really need to. I mean, when you're 2-0, really bad. First half only goes to 3. I mean, you can just wait kind of patiently, especially this second. There's a lot of ways to just kind of commit to it. Throw yourself into the fray and see what sticks. Laz, a little antsy there underneath. Didn't get punished. Knows his limits, even though he's great at finding his way in. He knows that line that you do not cross. Alpha.
Yeah, he's just poking on Valley side. Rakuso jumps over there. Game just breathing. 11 minutes on the half. So Highfive fairly content with the situation. Zilly jumping in now. Coming around on bridge. Oh, wow. Didn't even get the kill on Speedy. Ran out of rockets.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. He whiffed that 4th shot, and it was kind of like a little bit of a juggle, so it wasn't too hard to kind of know where Speedy was headed, but still misses out on that frag. Don't think it would have made that much of a difference, but for the most part, the less players they have, even if it's even numbers, the less players defense has, the better chance you have of pushing in. But that's not going to stop them from prompting some kind of some kind of army going over here into the alleyway. Rakuso getting ready to charge. Laz close behind, probably going to try and sneak under. Yes, he is. He's going right under, getting eyes on Alpha. Going to surf the rocket onto the bridge. Put total pressure onto May as he soared through the air. And now we see an awkward position from Skis, who does back out, though. If he was caught in that little lower area of house, he would have been punished heavily for that.
Yeah, May did the math on that and was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to crater. So popped. But certainly a lot of nerves, a lot of medics would have popped even earlier in that whole exchange. Now certainly RGL in a little bit of trouble as Skis didn't have to pop. They're trying to push this Uber charge around this side, just push it right up the ramp. Skeezy dodging as long as he can. Silly bombs in through the front door and does get Alpha. Now the pop comes out, but at this point it almost seems like they didn't really need to use it.
Yeah, it doesn't really get any ground for them at either, because Lobby is typically given up for free, so they were just desperate to use it, try and catch out any person, but RGL knows how to scurry away when the chips are down, and now it's time for them to push as a pack.
Yeah, they definitely want to get out in Lobby here. Now Shimano has gone down here. Oh, Speedy gets caught out as well. This Ubercharge hasn't gone very cleanly for RGL. Alex.exe is still fighting in the hallway.
Yeah, they were able to get a little bit of pressure there, just enough to kind of slow down this counteroffensive.
Alpha on
Alpha, what? The
Oh,
classic
no.
hiding spot. Gonna put a ton of damage into Skis, but he just quickly grabs that medium health pack, gets back to full. And now it looks like the rest of the rat jail are going to be, once again, heading back to their last, trying to set up for some kind of foothold, because it's been a relentless onslaught from the rest of Highfive Demoman, now making their way in through the left side.
Yeah, level 2 sentry gun is going to go down there. Kev back in spawn already, back on Scout. Alex.exe cleaned up as well, though. So Laz getting time on the point. Shamu does get there just in the nick of time. Ubercharge has come out for our red team, but look at these players surging back, and Sticky's on the point. And that is halftime 3-0. Highfive Demoman.
Yeah, really looking strong overall. I mean, the bombs just seem to find their way in for free 90% of the time. We've only really seen that one failed bomb from Zilly, which it was about to get a kill, but it was just a mechanical error, nothing too serious. But otherwise, I feel like, yeah, just RGL doesn't seem to have a very good defensive game. They were fighting a little bit, you know, coming back here and there. But for the most part, once Highfive Demoman gets their foothold on mid, on second, it is just not easy for the rest of RGL to figure out a solution.
Sometimes, I don't know, they say in other sports, you know, the best defense is a good offense. And TF2, the best defense needs a good offense. And I think that's really where it kind of fell apart. You know, they had some lockdowns when it was on second or on last, but when it came to opportunities that they had to push out and then to exploit that, that's where they stumbled. That's where they couldn't quite make things happen. Look at that, 14-4 on Highfive. A nice juicy 283 DPM, 50 points ahead of Speedy, who was the leader for red team, Rat Jail, and 50 points in front of his teammate Zilly. So certainly a strong half. Oh, and I noticed this in one of my logs the other day, and I thought it was an interesting point. Highfive actually has the double-double of most damage done and most damage taken.
I'm getting it up. Sorry, it's a hassle with RGL to.
It's on the stream. That's what I was using. I was cheating.
I've been constantly like.
Ooh, and 0 deaths on Skis apparently. Wow.
Producer, can I get the logs, please?
That is pretty baller.
Yes, most damage dealt and most damage taken. I agree. That just tells you they're in the fray. You know, they're the people initiating. And they're the people soaking up the damage. So that also doubles as a really good... There we go, logs.tf. Now I can actually see what these are. And it's in all caps, because Looster is in all caps. So yeah, I mean, when you look at Highfive Demoman and the fact that their Demoman is typically the least deaths on the team. I mean, other than Skis being at 0 deaths, by the way.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty
Really
strong.
dominant.
And in every mid fight won by Highfive. Also, Laz got the drop on May. So, you know, overall, like, I mean, what more could you ask for out of a half? I mean, maybe some more frag material, some frag bid material.
Yeah. And it's also a really good note when you can see that Highfive is at a respectable 300 DPM, and then you realize there was probably more pause time than uptime.
Yeah, that's
Everyone else
true.
kind of
That's
lingering
true.
around the 140,
There was a
150
good
mark.
amount of pause time, yeah.
So that's effectively as if Highfive was doing double damage of the average in the server. So if you want to say 220, 240 is the average, you're looking at a 400 to 450 Demoman DPM in that game, just in the half. Really dominant.
And I'm not sure what team is supposed to be the home team, but yeah, the team's talking about getting the config set for moving forward.
Yeah, what a service this is with using Archons and all that fancy stuff. Is
You know,
there's
at least we're
RGL
not having
plugin, right?
updates. At least we're not having updates breaking client, you know,
Yeah,
right? But yeah, players are sorting it out. So I was going to look at who was actually the home team, so we can shame them for not being prepared. Oh, really? Yeah. If that's the case, then Alpha is doing a classic power play where it is his responsibility when he's trying to get his opponents to go ahead and do it for it. Right. That's classic. That's classic. Oh, I just confirmed. Ratchet is home team. So they're being unruly guests right now.
Oh.
Somebody did take care of business there.
There we go. Second half executed. The score is tied after 60 minutes. Exec golden cap.
Quick shout out to Yao Sauce. I think it will be at RGL season 2 LAN. Should be able to swing some bottles by there. It's nice and spicy, as spicy as the second half is going to be, you know. Actually, it's probably maybe a little bit spicier than that, but that's all right.
We like it spicy and hot here in the world of Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't though? It's quite popular.
Quite popular. The Yao Sauce coming live to a Portland area near you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to hand it out like hotcakes, you know, at least at the moment. And you know, spread that gospel of TF2. Oh, Highfive went for a pregame air shot. That would have been huge, but he did not get it. He was flying one way, the other dude was flying the other way.
You know, my theory about I mean, it's not my theory, but I've heard theories that you have to be bad in the pregame so that when it's time for the actual match, you switch it up and then you play for not for real, but you do better just because you've gotten the willies out during the pregame. You know what I mean?
I think that's important, and apparently that is what they were doing, getting the first half willies out with some extensive halftime, not pregame, but you know, some halftime deathmatch, mid game deathmatch. Thank you, bro. We are underway. Highfive Demoman 3-0 lead right now.
But Alex, once again, very early, very heavy on the punish. They're not able to do anything here. A little bit of pressure also coming on from May. Alpha goes high and mighty. Good damage, followed up by a blind over-the-top shot from Alex, who hits an air pipe while playing defense. The best of both worlds. It looks like this is the Demoman difference we needed to see in the first half. But even with all of that, getting the medic, doing all this, they've opted to retreat 3-3.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little shocking, but they want to re-engage here. Now they're feeling emboldened, but at the same time, yeah, they just gave up so much space. Now you have to deal with the spam coming in. And there goes Shamu. Speaking of spam, he just actually, oh, that was a sticky trap, but still, high five, Dan. Going big.
Yeah, that's why they call him. That's why they call him Spamu. He just tries to cross that stream and gets hit. Meanwhile, the rest of the Super's coming through. Kev trying to lead the charge. Not going to get very far at all. In fact, I don't even know if they saw Skis on mid. When they were going for that blind Uber, just trying to get through the sticky traps that were allegedly in their wake. And now counter-offensive coming out from Highfive Demoman. They've got a little bit to go. The cap does manage to go in the hands of RGL. The pressure's on. Skis just doesn't know which direction to look. Jumps over the scout. Plays the juke game, and Kev can't seal the deal. That looks like it's going to be a very good turnaround for the rest of Highfive Demoman as they get a little bit of pressure here on this mid. Gotta have to start and commit to this capture, and potentially they could get a force here. They do get pressured, but this is a good force. This is the kind of force where you go in, you get 1, 2, 3 shots to kill a medic, get the Demoman down low. Alex survived miraculously. I really don't know how that was. Wow.
Yeah, Alex staying up is pretty clutch there. May won't be getting the forward spawns. Bit of a stack here to make sure that doesn't happen. So that is a bit of an important play there. Kev also tried to come up sniper, but didn't come up on forward spawn either. So we'll see if he can actually get in a decent position on this.
Ooh, Kev on that sniper, trying to get a little bit of a shot here and there. Looked like Luso got pretty low there, and that was the opening they needed. They were so distracted by the sniper that Speedy was able to just get in there, drop the hammer, take him out. So no Uber. And man, just everything else is coming together. Finally, Kev will die. It's Alex versus May. May tries to get a cheeky little arrow in there as well. Maybe an Uber saw as well. Cap's still going to go off for the rest of Highfive Demoman. They're going to get their forward spawns. But Uber is definitely in favor of RGL.
Yeah, kind of like that mid fight though. You know, even though things didn't really work out too well for Highfive, they still get the result at the end of the day. Skis going down to Alpha was an unfortunate start to that. I think it was a drop, but now they're still, you know, in a decent position here, having captured the second point. And with this push coming out as well, Speedy jumping on the bridge, Highfive pretty far back. Zilly was out there with a pipe. We'll get the kill on Shamu. There goes Kev as well. Highfive though did somehow end up getting cleaned up by Speedy. Alpha getting the kill on Laz as well. So it's just Cookie and Skis. Zilly respawning. But RGL will capture the second point here.
Yeah, May was not in the best of positions in my view. Just right in the midst of, not quite at the doorway, not quite in another position where he can serve, so he almost got juggled into oblivion. Had a force there, but thankfully they stayed alive through this. Meanwhile, the rest of RGL is just falling apart. It's Highfive Demoman hitting like a hammer, pushing with this Uber, Skis leading the way, getting all these players in. Zilly's a little bit deep, but it doesn't matter. There's a lot of pressure on the point, and it's looking like a nice little juggle in the air. Ooh, May gets the Uber saw though! Walked right into the face of Cookie, who was desperate to get that mid-air scattergun shot. Laz doing the dance of death. Going to be distracting everything, and that's going to be a cleanup for Highfive and his squad.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there. I mean, it was a good pickup from the Uber saw to try to get the hold there. Other players trying to make big plays, but I think it was, you know, just Highfive, the whole team playing very strong right now.
At this next mid, we'll see if they can close it out with their very strong Laz, who's making his way a little bit around the bend here, trying to get a little bit of high ground to keep eyes on these falling soldiers.
Yeah.
So
May
low.
also took damage. And then Rakuso rounds the corner, gets the kill on May. Rakuso cleaned up. Alex at EXE cleaned up as well, though, afterwards. Laz trying to fight there. Cookie also on the ground, trying to fight Alpha. Oh, the support from Shamu helps out. Zilly on Z here. Has to bounce out all the way back towards the health pack on second.
Yeah.
So, oh, yeah, still getting chased. Zilly, was there an air shot? No. Shamu.
Not even close.
Yeah, Shamu steals it.
Stole it, but Alpha was like aiming for the cloud trail.
Yeah, the moon. Ooh, Highfive gets traded with Shamu there. He hits the pipe, but right after the shot, so ends up going down. But second will get chased off.
Yeah, RGL can't quite commit. Even though they have the Demoman advantage, they're going to be rotating this time around. see what they can grab while there's no stickies to worry about, no spam, no soldiers taking the opportunity to bomb in. But Rakuso finally recognizes he had a moment there. He's going to be playing a little patiently, wrapping forward, walks right into the face of Alpha, skip jumps off the cup, and puts a ton of pressure onto this enemy team. They're just so committed to getting this kill. Rakuso practically takes this team down, and they're getting chipped away while they're turning their backs. RGL just not in the best position there. And now Highfive Demoman are walking into mid. Not quite with Uber, but definitely with numbers.
Yeah, the advantage that RGL have, you know, they're not really leveraging it. Could have used it to hold that hallway, but they're scared of the fight afterwards. They used it earlier now as well. Skis just being able to soak so much time on this. A little bit of flash on Zilly, now being able to get both of his scouts. A lot of this Uber time. Shamu does go down there, and RGL retreating in the second here.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks of this. This feels like it's been here before. And sure enough, we've got a full push coming in. Rakuso leads the way.
Wow.
But there's the counter bomb from Big Alpha, who managed to connect every single rocket, and Skis was none the wiser. Last tries to come in, hitting as best he can, but he won't stay alive for long. Cookie also putting a ton of pressure here. Rakuso, but just every single person was getting right on top of May, and the RGL swarmed, took him out, and kept May alive. So this is looking like a very good turnaround for the players. Currently 4-0 on the reverse of that, 0-4 in this match so far.
Yeah, I mean, that's makes things rough, but obviously if you're going to come back from that at all, it's going to start with a first round. Right now they're pushing from underneath with an Uber charge. Medic sort of doesn't get juggled, and then Shamu dropped because of that juggle. Highfive will go down though. Oh no, but they lose Alex.exe. Have cleaned up as well. Alpha bombing for Skis, but Skis able to just jump over that bridge. And just like that, RGL feeling, oh no, yeah. May's got a soldier in their face. Rakuso easy cleanup there.
Yeah, Rakuso doing a very tactical soldier bomb. When you can have that kind of movement where you're low to the ground but really fast, you can find yourself catching out a lot of medics in areas where slower players would not have. So Rakuso showing his strength here on this map. Skis somehow, was that a... Hold on, I see the medic, I see the medigun, I see the area it's near. What kind of sticky trap catches Skis there? Man, just really well played by Alex.
I don't know where you hit that, but one aspect of that I saw was he did a roller jump. And I don't know if he kind of faked him out because they saw him jump away, and then they thought he detonated his traps. So
that's a big brain play.
That's some high level, yeah, big brain stuff.
Speaking of big brain plays, May somehow died there again.
Yeah,
just a bomber. We're really like enamored by this great 200 IQ play, but no, it wasn't as impressive as just casually jumping in and getting the 2-shot onto May. And yeah, we're sitting here in the alpha cam, trying very patiently to do this. Skis dropping the BM.
Yeah, some knowledge. You're down 4 rounds, by the way. The T-Cloak, I think they heard that, though. Yeah.
Ooh, disqualify is what Alex calls for. Unless he means Dairy Queen after the game, which I'm down for Dairy Queen.
Yeah, that sounds nice. That sounds nice.
But no, it's just going to be a full push. It's not going to be a DQ.
Yeah, Rakuso going for that big bomb over the top again. Nice and high. Right, but with this grid streak, Ski's going to go down. There goes Cookie and Silly. Jeez, I think that was another drop. He must have heard us talking about him after that first half. 0 deaths.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say. What? No, it's Sara Rakuso. Alpha. What? Okay.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to preface this, really important before this fight happens. I'm pretty sure Skis has more drops than he does deaths without drops.
Although, very unlucky from Rakuso there. Throwing May around, launched May right into the health pack. May, great dodge, is able to get out. But unfortunately, several teammates dead, and I think they're going to have to lose second here. Highfive pressuring for more, well, at least getting some traps up. I'm sure that they get this capture. And reminder, Highfive 1 round away from just closing this match out 5-0.
Yeah, they're on the fourth point, third point, second point. What do you call it? I'm looking at the 5 points. It's 5 CP. It's the fourth point. May, knowing that there's no room for error, comes in with Shamu. Kev, a little bit of a bomb coming out from Alex. They're trying to wrap around, but the Uber is going to be countered by Skis and crew. Highfive Demoman now wrapping their way into the lobby. They got a couple players behind to worry about, but Kev won't be able to stay alive for much longer. Laz, a little bit overcommitted, gets punished by Alpha, who's holding down the fort. It looks like it's just enough to hold off the Highfive Demoman offense, but it's not that big of a victory, if we're going to call it that, because they're still down 4 rounds, and they're on their last.
Yeah,
is that a buff banner? Rakuso.
Silly with the skip bomb off the side wall. Trying to come in on May here. Can't quite get the kill there. Yeah, there's some opportunities for banners under the circumstances. You know, you're just going to be stalemated. The team is building. But right now, RGL does want to push it in the lobby here. Highfive didn't quite have those stickies up. Overcharge used. Shamu's going to be careful. Oh, banner is ready already. And the last bit of Ubercharge will help the team get over those sticky charges. And Laz did get killed on Alex.exe there. Speedy has gone down as well on trade for Rakuso. Oh no, there's the kill on May. Laz coming in with the cleanups, but it's just Highfive and Skis. So they're going to back up.
Yeah, the ornament kill on the impact. Very rare. Very rare icon.
Yeah.
To be sure. Well, the cap comes back for Rat Pack. And they're going to be making their way back. I'm trying so hard. I'm just throwing as many rhyming words as I can. But it's okay. We've got something going on here. Ski's about to get their charge ready at any moment. They're on Uber. I don't think they're still on the buff banner. It's time to go offense. Rakuso definitely switching to his blue suede shoes as they make their way in. The Uber comes off, and Cookie is making his way to the point here. Zilly going to get caught out in a 1-for-1 exchange with Alpha, but with both soldiers down, it's definitely going to be a lot easier. Here comes the crit.
Oh, he gets
perfectly timed!
Big bomb over the top. Laz has gone down. Kev gets a little bit of crits. Gets Cookie. Big frags all over the board. Perfect timing on that crit screen right after the Ubercharge fades.
Yeah, when you're in the back, you just got to find the best opportunity to capitalize on a post-Uber situation. And with crit screen building much faster, you can definitely get to that scenario faster. And so that crit's definitely paying off dividends. Managed to get all the way in.
They're going to be on the rhythm to be able to use it again here before an Ubercharge. You know, they don't want to wait too long here. The Ubercharge is at about 65%. And he should have a fair shot at this. The first one does go short. They've seen it. And all of these going to miss. Oh, no, Zilly's still on the ground. Going to be kind of helpful. Oh, he does get Cookie. Almost could have maybe waited in Rista getting a drop there. Rakuso gets killed on Alex.exe. Ski's going to end up burning most of this Ubercharge. Speedy trying to get out here. Will do so. Oh, yeah, an Alpha kill Skis. Oh, and Zilly. Laz going for the back cap. I think the stack is going to deal with it, though. Laz knows he's got no hope.
Yeah, there is one player behind. That is Laz. Going to be making his way in through the lobby. I'm actually a little bit interested because he's not waiting. He's not giving any moment for the team to be looking for him or to be ready for him. He's just gunning for it. He's going to be sneaking his way in. Might be able to get out, which would be the best result, but it depends on how quickly he can respond. Shamu does call it out, and Laz decides to try and pull back, but now the team recognizes this. RGL pushing forward. They know they have one man behind. Let's move in forward. They've got one less player to worry about. Kev leading the charge here, not waiting at all. Rakuso locking out this entrance. It's really hard to get through without Uber. And the stickies aren't going to be connecting with anything. Finally, a little bit of a knockback for Zilly. Launches him into the ground and craters him. The sentry gun is so low. The sticky's not quite connecting. An arrow flies through. Finally takes it down. Alpha in the fray. Going to be putting in a ton of damage here. Skis takes an arrow and a pipe. Cap goes to RGL.
Yeah, RGL on the board. As Highfive lose their shutout score here. 4-1. Still the score, though. 14 minutes. Hopefully that taunting about the clock doesn't come back to bite skis. I believe we still have the Kritzkrieg out here. Yes, indeedy.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And sure enough, we've got Alex leading away, doing a ton of damage. And look at that poor Rakuso getting launched into orbit, not coming back down. Neither will Zilly, getting juggled over to the side. It looks like the scouts of Highfive Demoman are going to have to amass some kind of victory here, but it's not looking good.
The Kritzkrieg is out here. Skis has to keep dodging these stickies. He's gone down onto the low ground. The stickies are a miss. There goes Alpha. There goes Kev. May in some trouble here. Alex.exe is going to have to go frag out, but instead he goes down. May has been plotting their escape, and Speedy will help out with kill on Cookie. Last still here, but I'm not going to be able to do too much. Skis now has an overcharge, and against a Kritzkrieg, that certainly helps out quite a bit. Tables have kind of turned here.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming in now. Full Uber against a Kritzkrieg. We got to see some kind of defensive play that, you know, just gets in the fray. Right now, it's actually up to Speedy. He's got a position here, but no, he decides to back out. Maybe they can get a cheeky instant drop with the rock or the grenades. Stickies are out. Alex ready to call for it, but they don't want to do a blind shot around the corner. They need to know where the medic is, and he's ready to pop it. Skis very tight on that trigger. Here comes Rakuso around the bend. Nice little jump to push him back. Alex might be coaxed into it. A little bit of a snipe from Kev, gonna slow things down. But we'll see how long that lasts as Zilly has eyes on the medic, sees them, says, hey, they're on the bridge. So Skis now definitely in a position to maybe just kind of walk forward.
Yeah, Laz will come back on Scout. Even charges, but RGL are looking to pop here as they're walking into lobby. A fair amount of space here for free. Yeah, no real stickies that they have to worry about. With the counter push coming in here, Zilly does go down quickly though to Speedy, and in response, Skis and company will say like, ah.
They're playing this really carefully. Like I want to give credit. Maybe it's just the fact that they're up 3 rounds. They don't have to worry about it. But they're playing so carefully that it's finally the crits comes out. Skis not having to work. Finally, the sticky detonates over the top of that doorway. Was waiting for that to get punished. Alex goes down. No thing left to stop them. It's going to be Cookie pushing forward with the Super. They're jumping in. The sentry gun is around the bend. Kev going to be locking it up. And Highfive disconnected for just a second. And that's all it takes to knock him out.
Oh, no. Yeah, and Kev can't keep the Widowmaker spree going. Gets a little too disconnected from his sentry gun here. Yeah, the SG still putting a hold to it. I was hoping he was going to keep going with that Widowmaker, but unfortunately not. And will stay up Engineer. But he can't quite get to the gun. That's a bummer. A large projected advantage, yeah. And Alpha on Spy here. But this might be a tough spot to get some action from. We can get through lower though and get through. He's gonna see Zilly here in a second. Ooh, good walk around past Zilly.
Oh, Alpha, please stop waiting. There he goes. He decloaks. He walks in, but it's too late. The Uber has already started on the last point. Sentry Gun's not quite in any position to mess with anyone. The stab does work out for Rakuso. The counter crits comes in. Zilly jumps on top of the bridge, gets a ton of damage to the Shamu, but instantly gets domed, and that's going to be a full wipe. No players falling, and that's why I wanted to... Wow. So I just want to give a... We're going to go into a quick break instead of kind of breaking down what happened on last there. Fun fact, if you have 45 HP, you should not sticky jump. The very minimum damage you can take is 45, and he was at 53.
Yeah, he was at 53. He did not get his 45 damage jump. He's upset about that. 53 damage?
Someone doesn't jump at the exact perfect distance away from a sticky regularly, apparently.
Yeah. It seems like it doesn't matter too much here.
Yeah, he's already back. He's feeling groovy. They're making their way through the valley, and they've got the crits right out the gate. Connects into Highfive.
Gets a Highfive, yeah.
And that's going to be enough.
Sticky's in on Z. Oh, other Sticky's so close, but not quite able to do it. Still, though, yeah, going to be able to get some work done here. Gets Laz. And Speedy getting around Valley side. Will have to wait for the pack. It just came up now, though.
Man, this crits is just not failing them.
No, certainly paying them some dividends. And Alpha coming in, trying to get a pop here as well. Wow, great racket, though, on him.
Yeah, pulls it back, too. Survives. Going to be coming in for seconds. Not going to be waiting too long. Ooh! Right into the soldier. Doesn't quite get an opening onto Skis, who's, once again, going into a little bit of a... What would you call this? You know, that... Isn't it like that Russian medic? Are you alive? Isn't it like that Russian medic in that little public server you go to that he just kind of like lags out and he's walking and stuttering and doing all these different things? That's what Skis is like looking, you know?
Yeah.
Oh! No pocket!
That's hilarious. Skis coming back to life just in time to see his teammate explode in front of him, but May did get cleaned up there by big plays from Zilly. Yeah, that was hilarious. We got a nice shot of that on the stream. Thanks to Luce there.
Yeah, we got bots in the server, eXtine.
Yeah, for sure. And, well, it looks like Highfive will be able to push out here off that whole exchange. Looking to take their territory on middle. Rakuso bombing around to look for people. They know Alpha's lurking around behind. Looks like Laz has got a pretty good beat on him. So Uber Church actually comes out here on Cookie. Maybe a little bit surprising here. Is able to get the kill on Alex.exe. Speedy, oh no, caught it out. Called out by Cookie. Another easy kill there. And at the same time, Alpha cleaned up. Kev, the player that's behind now.
Yeah, I don't think he even went noticed. So this was an opportunity. If Shamu can somehow mount a defense, it could work for them. But no, Kev, knowing that they don't have any support whatsoever with 3 players on the respawn, definitely going to have to pull it back, try and pull out a miracle play. He's definitely been completely unnoticed this entire time. He's got to be careful not to peek too hard while he's surveying the info, trying to see what he can pull together. Skis, though, not going to be waiting too long before they initiate. Oh, here it is. Oh no, Kev gets out. That's all. That's fine too. But Rakuso!
Wow. Yeah, Rakuso does get the kill there, but it is Zilly on last. Gets the game-winning capture. All the crits and everything else is happening. Zilly with the flank to get the win. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 5-1. Well played by Highfive Demoman. They do give up the 1 round, but they're going to be pretty happy with that 5-1. You there, Ro?
I am here. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was clicking a thing. My back button is also my push to talk.
Oh.
I was trying to do some things with logs.tf, and yeah, they're not up. We're 90 seconds in the future, according to STV, and even now, there is no log.
Yeah.
So I can't even confirm. We'd have to run the tape back to figure out if Skis dropped more than he died, but right around the end there, he was dying a little bit more frequently, so...
I wouldn't think that he would have died more times than he dropped.
Dropped more times than he died without dropping, is what I meant.
Right. Looks like he died 10 times on that second half, so he probably did not drop 10 times.
No. He
times,
dropped like 3 times, and then didn't drop but died maybe twice after the 3rd drop.
Well, good work by RGL picking off that 1 round at least. They certainly had some pretty strong moments throughout, but just again overall, Highfive Demoman, very strong team. They put in another strong performance. Highfive and Cookie probably the stronger fraggers in that second half for the team. Do you have any final thoughts, Ro?
Just gotta say, mad respect for Rakuso, definitely showing his strength as a soldier. Saw a lot of his moves all throughout this match. Different parts of the map, knows how to work the alley, the little cheeky areas where you don't exactly have a good head start. Really, really good stuff from Rakuso.
For sure. Also want to give a shout out to our producer tonight, Looster200, as well as the rest of the Team Fortress TV production crew. Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And, well, I am eXtine, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out!